Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today April 2025 visa bulletin is out and there is some progression in EB category. In fact, all the categories. We'll talk about it and what to expect next. We'll also talk about some of the questions regarding green card validity, green card expiration, and travel during the green card. There have been a couple of questions in the light of recent news regarding the immigration. We'll talk about some of the common downgrade, upgrade questions and how USCIS can process your application in such scenario. We'll talk about the visa bulletin, forward movement in EB1, EB2 and EB3 category, retrogression coming up in EB5 category, and few other important topics. So watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration and lifestyle related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Now check out the links in the description. There are some new affiliate links, especially with the Ultra Human Ring. You'll get 10% discount if you use the code in the description. I'm going to cover more about that ring, how it's helping me in my health, in my sleep, and in my general lifestyle in my next video. And if you like the content of this topic, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be announcing the giveaway winner by the end of March. The last winner got Galaxy Watch 7. So congratulations. Now let's talk to the first topic of today. We'll start with the visa bulletin. Now, as usual, we'll do the comparative analysis. On the left-hand side, we have March 2025 visa bulletin, and on the right-hand side, we have April visa bulletin.
And that brings me to the sponsor of today's video. Have you ever done the Google search of your own name? Look what I have found when I did mine. Here's what comes up. While some of this information is relevant, the other makes me uncomfortable that my information is exposed for a sale like this. Data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, or anybody else who may want to target you. Your full name, email address, home address, your relatives' names, health information, it's all out there. That's why I have been using Aura, sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out request for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it also protects me from hackers who could use this information to help them access my social media accounts, bank accounts, or other sensitive information. Aura does so much more to protect my information and my family's information from online threats I can't see. I get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up, and best of all, I get everything for one affordable price. You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like locking the front door but leaving your back door wide open. Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping me safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to my link which is on the screen and in the description and start your free 2 weeks trial. So protect your information, your family, and have a peace of mind. That's Aura.
So family-based final action chart. Now there is a huge moment in the final action chart for family-based. Finally, we have some significant moment in many categories. So let's look at the F1. The F1 category has moved from, for all chargeability, it has moved from 22nd November 2015 to 15th of March 2016. So it's almost 4 months of progression, which is significant for all chargeability F1. Now China, India and Mexico, they have also progressed from 22nd of November to 22nd of November 2015. Now along with all chargeability, China and India have also moved by the same dates from 22nd of November 2015 to 15th of March 2016. Mexico has also progressed from 22nd of November 2004 to 1st of January 2005. Philippines has moved forward from 8th of March 2012 to 15th of July 2012. Now second category let's look at is F2A. Now I don't see any movement in F2A category for all chargeability China or India. It stays the same. Mexico and Philippines also remains the same. So it's kind of interesting for F2A category, which used to be current not so long back. Now F2B category has moved forward for all chargeability China and India. It has moved forward from 22nd of May 2016 to 22nd of July 2016. Now Mexico has also moved forward from 1st of July 2005 to 1st of January 2006, and Philippines has also moved forward from 22nd of October 2011 to 22nd of January 2012. Now, what this means is the consulates are operating in full swing. They are giving out the visas at this point of time. There is no ban, no travel ban whatsoever by the new administration. So, which is good news. Now, F3 is also moved forward from 1st of July 2010 to 1st of April 2011. So, which is significant movement of almost 10 months. Also same for China and India, significant movement for F3. Mexico and Philippines has also moved forward from Mexico from 22nd of November 2000 to 15th of January 2001, and Philippines from 22nd of January 2003 to 22nd of March 2003. Now and F4 stays the same for 1st of August 2007 for all chargeability China and India. For Mexico, it has moved forward by 15 days to 15th of March 2001. And for Philippines, it has moved forward by almost 2 months from 15th of October 2004 to 1st of January 2005. So significant movement in family-based section, which is a great news. It tells that nothing has changed at the consulates. They are giving out visas as usual, in fact, at a greater speed than we have seen in the past. Now let's look at the filing date if they have moved forward. And I'm anticipating that because it's a new quarter, because they do some new analysis at every quarter, there may be some forward movement in filing date chart as well. So let's look at it. First, F1 all chargeability China and India has not changed. Mexico has progressed from 1st of October 2005 to 1st of April 2006. Significant movement there. Philippines stays the same. F2A category has significantly moved forward in filing date chart, which means more people are now eligible to apply for 485. They are generating the demand, anticipating that they are going to use all of the visa numbers in family-based category. Not so good news for employment-based category, but we'll talk about it later on. F2B remains the same for all chargeability China and India. For Mexico, it has progressed, however, from 1st of October 2006 to 1st of April 2007. Significant movement there. And also for Philippines, it has remained the same. F3 category stays the same for all chargeability China and India. For Mexico, it stays the same. And for Philippines, it has moved forward from 8th of May 2004 to 22nd of September 2004. And lastly, for F4 category, dates have progressed for all chargeability China and India by about a month, from 1st of March 2008 to 1st of April 2008. For Mexico, it has remained the same, and for Philippines also it has remained the same. So good news in family-based section. What it tells me is, contrary to our belief that the new administration may have put some restrictions at the consulates, the visa bulletin does not reflect that situation. The visa bulletin says that more and more number of visas are being given at the consulates, which is reflected in the final action chart, but also they are trying to generate more demand because they are anticipating that there will be enough visa numbers for even more people to apply for 485. So which is good news in family-based section. Now let's look at the employment-based section. Now the employment-based section for final action chart. Now let's look at it. EB1, all chargeability, remains current. China has not progressed. However, India has progressed finally after many months. EB1 India in final action chart has moved forward by 15 days from 1st of February 2022 to 15th of February 2022. So finally some relief coming up for India. Mexico and Philippines remain the same in final action chart. EB2 all chargeability has moved ahead from 15th of May 2023 to 22nd of June 2023. So for China, it has moved forward from 8th of May 2020 to 1st of October 2020. So significant movement there. For India, it has moved from 1st of December 2012 to 1st of January 2012. 1 full month of progression. 2013, 1st of January 2013 for India, EB2 category. For Mexico and Philippines also moved forward 15th of May 2023 to 22nd of June 2023, same for Philippines. EB3 category in final action chart moved forward by about a month for all chargeability. For China, it has moved forward by about 3 months from August to November, and for India it has remained progress forward by 2 months, 2 full months, 1st of February 2013 to 1st of April 2013. Finally some progress, significant progress, and we are going to see if there are any lateral spillover which are reflected in the filing date chart. I'm anticipating a little bit of a change in filing date chart. Now let's complete the chart. As you can see, the most of the other categories like fourth preference category, certain religious workers category have become unavailable. That means that there are no visas available for the remainder of the year. So these categories will remain unavailable. There is some retrogression in EB5 category, in unreserved category, because if you are not part of these REAs and all, if it's unreserved, that category is backlogged. But if you are part of REAs, TEAs and all, that category is not backlogged, so it's all current. Now let's look at a filing date chart for employment based category. Now for EB1, all chargeability remains current. For EB1 China, it remains same, no change for EB1 China, 1st of January 2023. For India, EB1 15th of April 2022 remains the same, and it's current for Mexico and Philippines. So no progression in filing date chart for EB1 India. Now EB2, let's look at it. It has moved forward by 1 month for China for EB2 from 1st of October 2020 to 1st of November 2020. For India, it has moved forward from 1st of January 2013 to 1st of February 2020. So there is even more wiggle room or even more forward movement before the end of the year. I would say there might be even few more months that will be added to EB2 and EB3 category, but we'll talk about it in a moment. Mexico and Philippines remain the same. However, EB3 category for all chargeability remains the same, for China remains the same, and for India, actually it remains the same in filing date chart. The only filing date chart movement in EB category for India is for EB1 and EB2, which is not bad. Now let's look at the remainder of the chart. For other workers category, it has moved forward by about a month. By fourth preference category has remained the same to 1st of February 2021. Certain religious workers category also remains the same, and all the rest of the chart remains the same. Now significant movement for EB1 India and EB2 India. Now significant movement for EB2 India, however small it is, it's still 1 month, 1 full month, which is progressed in the middle of the year, see April. I'm anticipating another forward movement for EB2 and EB3, maybe for EB3 as well in July visa bulletin. Now let's look at if there is anything that we can see other than EB5 retrogression that they have talked about in the past. Increased demand and number used by China and India in the EB5 unreserved category combined with the increased rest of the world demand made it necessary to retrogress the final action date to hold the use of the visa number. Now you may ask, why is EB3 for India and China retrogressing? Remember, there was an announcement by the new administration that there will be a golden visa or gold card, what they talk about. It's with a 5 million investment. It is yet to come into the picture, but the concept is that it will probably replace the EB5. Now the impact of that is many people who are investors want to take advantage of the existing EB5 investment categories. So 800,000 and 1.8 million, which is still considerably high for normal people. But those who are investors, they probably see this as an opportunity not to be missed. So if the gold card comes into play, which is $5 million investment, it is significantly higher than the current investment levels for EB5. So that's why there is a rush. And I have been talking with few people who are interested in submitting their EB5 petition before it goes away. And I don't know if it will go away or if it will be in addition to EB5 that the gold card is going to come. We'll talk about it when it comes. Now moving on to some other topics. Now pardon me for my voice because I have been sick lately. I haven't been able to do even my masterclass, which was on last Sunday. I pushed it out to 3 weeks later because of my health. But I'm still able to do this video with my funny voice. So please pardon me about that. Now, one thing that I wanted to cover is some people have contacted me that they have their green cards expired and they didn't realize that their green cards were expired. Now, there were couple of different things that you need to remember. If it was a provisional green card and if it expired, you have a serious problem. You need to hire a lawyer to reinstate the green card, not just the provisional green card, but also remove the conditions of your provisional green cards. Now, provisional green cards are given in the family based section and also in EB5 category. So that is one. Now, in another instance, if you had the permanent green card, which is 10-year green card, and if the green card was expired for some reason, you did not become a citizen for whatever reason, you are still a permanent resident. The card is just a token or just a proof of your permanent residency, and it may be required for your employment purpose or for travel purpose and so on. But it doesn't mean that if you don't have a valid green card, you lose your permanent residence. You're still a valid permanent resident. All you have to do is submit an I-90 application and get it reinstated. So I just wanted to clarify that because I have received a couple of questions on this matter. Now, there are a lot of videos out there on the internet scaring people regarding the renewal process of your green card. Now, if you have to renew your green card, if you choose not to become a US citizen for various reasons, and there are some valid reasons why you would not want to become a US citizen, but in that case, is it risky to renew your green card? And the answer is no. If you have lived your life legally without causing any trouble, without falling into any legal trap, without violating any rules or laws, you have nothing to worry about. You can easily renew your green card. Now, there is a chatter about the Trump ban coming. Again, this is for specific countries, and those countries are listed as a red list of countries are a complete ban for countries such as Afghanistan, Cuba, Iran, Libya. And then there are other codes of countries which are orange and yellow, where there are visa restrictions to those countries. So although my audience will not be directly impacted by this, but something to watch out if you in case are visiting these countries. Now, there are two other topics that I wanted to cover, but before that, I just wanted to say that I haven't been able to make videos in the last 3 weeks because of my health. I also traveled to India in the meantime, and thus I wasn't able to answer a lot of your questions. But give me some time. If you have sent me an email or if you have reached out to me on Patreon, I'll come back to them in a couple of days. I'll also do my pending masterclass, which was postponed from last Sunday, 3 weeks later Sunday. So if you want to register for the same, contact me and I'll open that registration. Now, one more question, important question. A lot of people have upgraded and downgraded. So people started with EB2 category and then EB3 category became current for them, or it started moving forward. And this has happened a lot. Even now, EB3 category continues to remain further along in the dates than EB2 category. Now, what happens is if you had an I-140 for EB2 and if you had applied for I-485, then you probably had changed the underlying basis to EB3. Now, the way to do is two ways. Either you apply for another I-140 in EB3, get it approved and do the change of underlying basis, or you actually downgrade your EB2 I-140 to EB3, which is a bad idea. Most probably, if you had done the I-140 for EB3 in addition to EB2, now USCIS does not give you any kind of a confirmation for change of underlying basis, except if you had submitted I-485 supplement J, you get receipt notice for that and you can check the status for that. But that doesn't mean that they are confirming that they have changed the underlying basis. Then there is this leaves people with a lot of confusion, whether my application now eventually is in EB2 or EB3. You never know, right? For them, I have this answer, that I have seen that USCIS uses EB2 and EB3 because now they have copies of both I-140s with them, and they can connect them with your original perm if they have access to it. So whichever date becomes current for you, say if EB3 becomes current for you before EB2, then they will use your EB3 I-140 to approve your case. So you don't have to worry about if your I-485 is EB2 based or EB3 based. If you have done a downgrade with a separate I-140, rest assured, I think USCIS is known to pick up the right category for you, whichever becomes current for you first, and process your green card. So that is a good news for you. So if you have more questions about it, contact me and I'll explain it a little bit. And then the last topic I wanted to mention is there have been denials in extensions and revocations of the visas, and also problems at the stamping at the consulates abroad. So what does that mean? If you get a denial in with your extension or with your initial H-1B or L-1 or any kind of non-immigrant visa, there is a notice of intent to deny if you are within the United States, and then you have a chance to kind of reciprocate, or you have a chance to respond to that notice of intent to deny, to trying to save your petition. But sometimes they also give you an NTA, which is notice to appear before an immigration judge, which is a little bit more serious. You need to hire a good immigration attorney if you fall in that category. This usually happens if there is any fraud associated with your case, or if you have misrepresented, or if you have incorrectly filed your petition. For various reasons, there might be an NTA for which you may be able to defend your case in front of an immigration judge. If you happen to be in that scenario, contact me. I will guide you who to go to, or you can go straight to a good immigration lawyer to seek some help. So there are lots of upcoming topics that I want to cover. I'll probably cover in my next topic, but I will stop here because this video is getting too long. If you have any more questions, put them in the comment section below, or reach out to me on Calendly if you want to set up 30 minutes with me. Also make sure that you like and subscribe this video. Also put some meaningful comment that will be helpful for other viewers. And I'll see you in the next one.